If you're one of the richest people in the world, you're probably going to be driving around in a nice set of wheels. In fact, you're probably going to have a whole garage of the nicest cars money can buy. Not just so you can drive them. Sometimes you need someone to listen to your problems, but, well, maybe that's just me. As for these incredibly wealthy people, though, it goes without saying that when you're one of the richest CEOs in the world, you're going to have an insane car collection. Not just to show off your net worth, but to show your personal taste and style as well. So let's take a peek into the garages of Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and a couple of other incredibly wealthy CEOs. Welcome back to our channel. Before we begin, make sure you have subscribed and ring that bell so you never miss a video from us. Number 5. Mark Zuckerberg. We all know Mark Zuckerberg, or Marky Z as his friends call him, don't quote me on that, the founder, CEO, and active user of Facebook, and if that's not ringing any bells, he also starred as himself in the 2010 movie The Social Network under the pseudonym Eisenberg. He was recognized by Time magazine as one of the most influential people in 2019 and is currently worth $118 billion. So let's find out what's in his garage. Mark Zuckerberg isn't one to show off his wealth very often, and that includes when he's on the road as well. Just like he fancies modest-looking but expensive clothes, he often drives some deceptively plain cars. He owns and occasionally rides an Acura TSX, which is a mid-sized sedan you'd expect pretty much anybody to own. Very on-brand for Mark Zuckerberg. He also owns a 2014 Volkswagen MK6 GTI. Not necessarily the kind of car you'd associate with the multi-billion-dollar owner of Facebook, but it is an incredibly reliable vehicle with alloy wheels, a maximum speed of 238 kilometers an hour, and capable of going from 0 to 100 in 6.9 seconds. It might not scream billionaire, but that's probably because it costs around $12,000. Mark Zuckerberg isn't just a wealthy CEO, he's also a family man, and he has the wheels to prove it. His 2014 Honda Fit, to be exact. Although that's not to say Zuckerberg doesn't have any luxury cars, the crown jewel of his car collection is the Huayra, a two-seated Italian supercar worth between $1.4 and $2 million. It has a 6.0-liter V12 engine and is ranked shoulder to shoulder with other luxury cars like Bugatti and Aston Martin. Just don't be too shocked when you see the guy stepping out of that amazing supercar is wearing a gray shirt, jeans, and a pair of sneakers. Number 4. Larry Ellison. The American business magnate, investor, co-founder, and chief executive officer of Oracle Corporation. He has a net worth of $106 billion and is currently the 7th richest person on the planet. On top of owning yachts, military jets, and islands, Larry also likes to collect exotic cars. For example, he purchased the McLaren F1, which isn't just an incredibly rare car with only one of 7 sold new in the US. It's packed full of features and has an insane engine to boot, with 618 horsepower, capable of going from 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. This car has been auctioned for prices up to $23 million. He also owns a Porsche Carrera GT, another insane sports car, though not quite as expensive as his McLaren, costing from $600,000 to $1 million. Known as one of the more dangerous sports cars, and the car Paul Walker was driving when he died in an accident, this is just one of the many luxury cars Larry Ellison owns. Number 3. Michael Dell. If you don't know who Michael Dell is, well, I can't really blame you. Despite his relatively extravagant lifestyle, he isn't one of the most popular, wealthiest CEOs around. Michael Dell is the founder and CEO of Dell Technologies. He's currently the 30th richest person in the world with a net worth of about $52 billion. He's known for having several multi-million-dollar properties, purchasing a penthouse in New York for a record-breaking amount, $100 million. Michael Dell likes to live a fancy lifestyle and enjoys owning an impressive car collection, featuring such cars like his Hummer H2, which is, well, a Hummer. It looks like a Hummer, and it probably scares pedestrians. Dell also drives a 2004 Porsche Boxster, a beautiful and slick sports car, certainly a jewel in its time. Although this Porsche model is not quite as luxurious as Dell's Porsche Carrera GT, a beautiful sports car that goes for around $600,000 to $1 million. It sets new standards for speed, capable of reaching a top speed of over 330 kilometers per hour. Dell might be mostly known for having his name on the back of that really cool computer you were using, but one thing's for sure, you'll definitely notice him if he's driving down the street. Number 2. Jeff Bezos. The current richest man in the world, founder of Amazon, the wealthiest CEO in the world with a net worth of over $186 billion, and the 3rd most famous bald man. Being the richest man in the world means Jeff Bezos probably has enough loose change stuck in his couch to buy an entire car dealership. So it goes without saying his garage must be filled with the best vehicles money can buy. So, what's he driving? Jeff Bezos has a pretty varied collection of cars, increasing exponentially after his explosion of wealth. Gone are the days of driving his old 1997 Honda Accord. These days he drives cars less likely to leave you stranded in the middle of nowhere. Like his Cadillac Escalade, for example, a powerful machine sporting a V8 engine, 400 horsepower, capable of going from 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds. Bezos certainly likes his cars big and sturdy. On top of owning a Cadillac, he also likes to drive around in a Range Rover as well. But that doesn't mean he doesn't like his cars fast and furious. He's got a luxury car collection Vin Diesel will be proud of, including some rare masterpieces you won't see driving down your street anytime soon. Cars like the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, costing $3 million and being on the cheaper side of Bezos' luxury car collection. A car so luxurious only 6 were ever made. Not very surprising the richest man in the world owns one. Since we mentioned the cheapest of Bezos' luxury cars, I might as well tell you about the most expensive car in his garage, the Lamborghini Veneno, costing about $5 million. Another limited production car, and this one isn't just rare either, it's got a killer engine to boot. I mean, it's a Lamborghini, and they never miss. It's got a top speed of 220 miles per hour and a 750 horsepower engine, capable of going from 0 to 62 in 2.8 seconds. At this point, I'm surprised it doesn't just take off and start flying. Number 1. Elon Musk. The CEO of SpaceX, Tesla, co-founder and founder of the Boring Company, currently the second richest person in the world, briefly being the richest person in the world in early 2020. Although you probably know all this, Elon isn't exactly a reclusive billionaire nobody talks about. He's known for a few things: rockets, weird choice in names, and electric cars. Also making cameos on everything and temporarily breaking the internet. So what kind of cars would the second richest person in the world, looking to usher humanity into the age of electric vehicles, have in his garage? First, let's start with a classic he's acquired for himself: the Ford Model T. This car was the first attempt to mass-produce a car for the general public by Ford and was released in 1908. Musk was gifted this piece of history by a friend. Despite trying to create ultra-modern cars that defy the general standards of car production, Elon Musk does fancy his classic cars. Another one of the vehicles in his collection is the 1967 E-Type Jaguar Roadster. Musk describes this car as his first love, falling in love with the sight of the car when he was 17. He purchased the E-Type Jaguar in 1995. It was so unreliable it broke down on the drive back from the dealership. But that wasn't enough to put Elon off. He still owns it to this day. Other than his beloved classic cars, and trust me, there are a few of them, Musk has some of the flashiest cars around, such as his Porsche 911 Turbo. This iconic and legendary car has been refined and perfected for decades and remains one of the ultimate driver's cars. It's no wonder Musk wanted it. In fact, it was the purchase of this car and Musk's subsequent attempts to turn it electric that led to his investment in Tesla. Speaking of which, I can't possibly talk about Musk's car collection without mentioning his Teslas, specifically the 2008 Tesla Roadster and his insanely cool Tesla Model S, described by Top Gear magazine as a game changer. These are just a few of the massive collection of cars these few men own. Frankly, if we were to mention all of them in this video, it would be several hours long, but it would not be boring. Comment below and let us know which one of these cars you'll be driving in your dreams tonight. And if you enjoyed this video, do leave us a like and check out the King Luxury channel for more videos all about luxury. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.